Welcome to the Creation Evaluation Station. Today we are going to be evaluating this. It's Monkey Kid's Underwater Adventure. So this was a gift with purchase from Lego.com. So as far as price, we don't know. I don't remember what the original, how much you had to spend or whatever. I think it was like $40 in Monkey Kid or Ninjago stuff. Before I get any further with that, just a reminder for those who aren't familiar with my channel, I give in-depth reviews of models and construction kits, both new and old, mostly Lego, but other products as well. I also do reviews and discussions of other creative works, such as movies, cartoons, and video games. And because they're in-depth reviews, they tend to be long, although this is a polybag, so it's probably not going to be too long. I will probably still put timestamps down below, so check them on the lower bar or down in the description, and they will let you skip around or bookmark your place so you can come back at a later date. Now, as far as this little set's concerned, now we're doing this rating a little differently, which you'll see later. Because the polybags, I don't, there's not enough pieces in here really to get a good build. But we still talk about the appearance and function, some of the other things. But the stats on this thing, it's set number 30562. It's for ages 6+, and like I said, we don't know how much it costs, but it has 62 pieces in it. It was probably $40, like I said, is how much you had to spend. That's not how much it's worth. It's probably, polybags tend to be between $5 and $10, not even $10. Usually it's a $10 a box set, so, $5, $6, $7 for this. That being said, this is a really cool set because you get Monkey Kid, and then there's 2 skeletons in here. So you're essentially getting 3 figures in this bag, which is something that usually doesn't happen. Polybag usually only contains 1 figure. But we'll go head to the desk and see what else it contains. There's, not too much here. This does look like a fun set for what's in it, and has some really great parts. So let's go check it out. Going to do the parts and the contents of the box all in the same shot, because basically all you're getting is the parts plus the instruction booklets, which you can see here. Moving on to the parts, we got a lot of fun pieces in here. Some seaweed, some coral, got 2 crabs, we got some gold, a treasure chest, we got 2 swords, flowers, we got 2 separate skeleton pieces. We got, of course, the Monkey Kid himself. We have pieces for his weapon in here. Oop, there's some more gold. And, yeah, a couple other odds and ends. I mean, it is a polybag. It's not, too much. Expect too much. Well, this is still a pretty good amount of parts. Or a good arrangement of parts. Here we have the leftover pieces, which for a polybag, I guess this is a pretty good amount. Especially we have this nice air breather in this color, which is definitely unique. I'm not sure if it's totally unique to this set, but it's definitely different. I think they have underwater sea set coming out. Oh, it just came out actually. So maybe there is a breather in that color as well. And then we have a flower in the coral orange, which is kind of nice. And just a transparent stud and that weird pole stud thing that they use for the posing superheroes and such for minifigures and things. And we have the cast of characters for this set, and for a poly bag, we definitely have quite a bit here. Skeletons are, well, skeletons, but it's always good to have more skeletons. And then Monkey Kid over here, I believe he's got a new accessory here. Well, maybe not new exactly. They've probably used this mouth breather, underwater breather in other sets, but I think it's a new color, because that's probably not the standard color for it. It's probably like a black or something, opposed to the green. Well, let's take that off so we can see the rest of them better, including his, well, not so smiley face. He looks very angry. And he looks really good print-wise. Maybe a little bit of opacity with the white underneath, but it don't look too bad. But definitely got some nice metallic in there. Very busy. He's got dual molded legs and even printing on the legs and on the toes. Turning aside here, he's also got printing on his arms and the back. Looking good back there. No printing on the legs. There is the other face, which that's quite the face. Guess he's angry. Yeah, that's quite the scary looking face. He's not happy. And the skeletons, nothing back there, so they're skeletons. But yeah, he's a really good looking figure for just a small poly bag. We've got everything here looking pretty cool, and this is really amazing poly bag with so many figures. I mean, there is not a super lot going on. Basically, you're building this beautiful little undersea scene here with your coral and seaweed and stuff, and crabs. We got ourselves a treasure chest with plenty of gold ingots in there. There's 3 inside, 1 sitting on top. Got 2 little yellowish orange crabs there. But we definitely have a good scene set up. This little vehicle helps propels him along, and there's even a spot here to put his weapon when you've retrieved it, since it's supposedly stuck down here in the bottom of the ocean. Not too much to talk about. We talked about the figures already. It's a little fun scene and has some play value as well. So let's head back to the desk, give it a final eval. And we're back here at the desk, give this thing my final thoughts and a final eval. Now, as far as final eval, this isn't a normal, the poly bags, we're not going to deal with a full long list of, you know, different categories and points. I'd just give it an overall grade, because some of it's just hard to do. I mean, techniques when you have a limited budget, certain details, trying to make it really super detailed, stuff like that. I mean, I'll kind of consider it when I give it the overall number. And we'll talk about price, but this set, we're not going to really talk too much about price because it was a gift with purchase. It was the only way to get it. So, yeah, overall thoughts. This set is an amazing poly bag. Like, usually a poly bag that is based off a system and has like Ninjago or Monkey Kid or something like that will have a small build and a minifigure. And, you know, these are great, and there are great little things you can add to your collection or your, you know, your city or whatever to expand it out, add more characters, whatnot. But with this set, we have a self-contained set because we have one figure, that's a good guy. We have 2 bad guys here, and we even have a bit of a story going on with his weapon being stuck down here at the bottom of the sea. He's come to get it, and this is really good. Like, if I was going to grade this based on fun. I would almost get, well, might not give it a 10 because there's not much else going on. Like I said, this is polybag. It's hard to say. But this has more than some larger sets does in like a storytelling or, you know, scenario going on. And it definitely has more than most polybags do. Makes it a really good polybag. Yeah. And I like the little sub-build here. It's the only vehicle that's in it. But something for him to hold on to while he's going into the water, driving him along. And there's even a spot for his weapon. Once he retrieved it, you can hook it onto the side there. Very clever. Small, simple, but clever. And, you know, this topiary, underwater topiary looks nice. The crabs are cute, guarding the treasure, especially this one over here, guarding the gold. All around, kind of fun. So, as far as eval for this thing, I am going to be giving it overall a 10 because it is such a really great polybag set. Yeah, so that's that. Now, like I said, as far as price goes, we don't know what it is. But this was a good value and a really great set to add on to. I think you had to at least order $40 more. And, you know, you get a set for $40 and you can add this to it. And you have a few more bad guys or, you know, some other thing going on here. There's some great parts in here, and you know, great bang for your buck, sort of. I mean, if it was a standard polybag between, you know, $5 and $8, $5, $7, $8, $5, $6, $7, $8, anywhere in between there, this would be a great price. It would be a great deal. So, yeah. If I gave it a price rating, it would be a G. Maybe even an E. Depends what the actual price was. If it was a $5 set, I would actually probably be giving it an E. You know, you consider nowadays a minifigure is often considered $5, although that's expensive. But that's more the collector's minifigures, and they add a little bit more to that. But even still, and this is a pretty well-developed minifigure, well-designed. But yeah, they consider them $5, which I think is expensive. But that's besides the point. They could essentially almost charge $15 for this, but that's a little outrageous for what you get here. And the skeletons, although figures aren't full figures, so they aren't even fully articulated. They don't have wrist movements, and their arms are kind of junky the way they move. They don't move perpendicular, and they move at a slight angle, so when they go up, well, you've probably seen skeletons anyways. But yeah, those are my overall thoughts. The final eval, like I said, this is getting a 10. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you happen to get your hands on it, what did you guys think? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Even though, you know, the build itself isn't amazing. That's probably its weaker aspect. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think of this, the video overall, how I do these polybag reviews. And of course, if you enjoyed it, like. If you're not familiar with my channel and haven't already, please subscribe if you enjoyed it, and hit the notification bell there to get updates. But also follow me on Facebook or Twitter. Don't have to do both. If you want to do both, you can do both. But I give notifications when new videos are out there. YouTube is not always reliable about it, so you can still give them a ring. But also sign up for one of those so that you can get notified as soon as they come out. And yeah, that's it for me and this set here at the Creation Evaluation Station, reminding you that creativity is key.